Two girls, one podcast, and their unsolicited opinions.
Plug in your headphones or find a private space because this content is not safe for work.
Welcome to On Her Bookshelf.
Welcome back, Bookshelf Besties. My name is Julia.
And I'm Christy.
And this week, I have a bit of a treat for you, Christy. So, I was accepted as part of the ARC team for Ash Raven's newest book, which was just released this past Friday. Mm-hmm. And it's called Jumping the Shark.
I've been so excited to hear about this.
I actually want to take you through the content warning and the sex kinks and just get your general reactions to them because I think they're brilliant and I haven't told you anything about this book.
I know nothing. I'm so excited.
Christy, Jumping the Shark. We're going to go through the content tags, content warnings, and sex-related kinks.
Okay.
So, content tags. We've got plus-sized female lead. Mm-hmm. Shark man male. Blind date.
Oh.
Alien abduction.
Nice, nice.
Anti-Mars needs women. So it's not like they need the women. So it's the opposite.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Ridiculous t-shirts.
Nice.
Science soulmates. And campy but inaccurate space physics.
Okay.
Content warnings.
That's good stuff.
No, the sex-related ones.
Oh, okay.
But I'm going through all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Content warnings. We've got alien abduction, blood, so period and mating bite. Scarring from the mating bite.
Okay.
Consensual aphrodisiac usage. Mentions of anxiety and work-related stress. There's also mentions of strict and absent parents and parental death, but natural. So they didn't die in a way. So that's your content tags, content warnings for some of the topics that we might talk about today. However, the things we are definitely going to talk about today is the sex-related kinks. We have a power exchange dynamic. So think daddy dom and little girl.
Yeah.
Actually, what I wrote down in my notes was shark daddy and little girl bratty behavior.
Love.
So, literally, the next one on the sex-related kinks is bratting, but it's unplanned. It's my favourite out of the whole book. Dupine, main male character.
Like he's got two pins.
2 dicks.
No, what, but two?
With special features. I'll get into more of that. Mating frenzy, as if like they're in heat. Aphrodisiac saliva. Spit play. I think this was bound to show up. Double penetration.
Oh, wow. Didn't see that coming.
Anal play. Fluid play. Flavored cum. Spanking. Thigh fucking. Oral sex. And biting. Thoughts on any of that?
Flavored cum?
Oh yeah, mate. The flavored cum, right? Caught me off guard, but I was like, okay, it's fine. And it was while I was reading it, it was described as tasting like salted caramel. And I had this epiphany because it is not the first time I have read a book and their cum has tasted like salted caramel.
What's the epiphany?
Squeak and Squeal by Vera Valentine also had flavored cum that tasted like salted caramel. So that was my big moment. I was like, wait a minute, this has not been the first time that I have read about flavored cum, especially salted flavored caramel cum. You were so concerned.
I hate caramel, so this would work for me.
See, I am a salted caramel girly. But anyways, that is your content tags, content warnings, and sexual kinks.
I can't.
Okay, so overall, I rated it 4 stars.
Ooh, okay.
Yep, I really enjoyed it. And for Spice, this one kind of surprised me, but I only gave it 4 stars for Spice.
Okay.
I was expecting, I thought it was going to be a 5 stars considering it's like an alien romance. He's got 2 cocks, you know. But I found the Spice 4 stars, which is still up there. But I don't know, maybe just having read Little Stranger and Entangled, 4 stars for Spice, whereas they were like up in the 5 star. I think we need to do maybe an episode one day where we talk about how we do Spice ratings and how we do star ratings, because 4 stars is still fantastic.
Yeah, if you say a 4 star, I'd still jump at it.
Our main characters is obviously a shark. Shark Daddy. I've nicknamed him throughout the whole book. He was just Shark Daddy. And his name's Maxon. And then we've got Odette, who is our main female character. And obviously from the content warnings and tags and stuff like that, we already know she is a plus size girly. However, something that I really wanted to highlight from the author is that the fact that Odette is plus size, it isn't like her main character trait, which I loved. I love it when we do have the representation of, like, say, different body types, different sexual orientations, even different genders. Awesome. But if they make that a main feature, I feel like that's their whole personality.
Yeah.
This, Ash Raven, great job. Like, I was reading it and I just knew Odette was plus size. That's how she's described. That was part of, like, the content tags and stuff. So I recognized her as being plus size. But it wasn't a defining point of her character, which I thought was fantastic.
I love that so much.
So there is a lot of body positivity in this book, and I just thought it was very well done.
Fuck yeah.
So a little bit more about our Shark Daddy and little girl. So Maxon comes from an alien planet where the main race is obviously sharks.
Nice.
I thought there was going to be underwater kind of stuff. It's not. So they actually have
Land sharks?
We got land sharks, yeah. So Maxon essentially has like a shark kind of shaped head. I don't know, maybe we can insert some character art here for our YouTube viewers. However, there is a lot of character art on Ash Raven's Instagram for our listeners that do want to check out more visual kind of side of things. Maxon essentially has like a shark kind of shaped head, arms, 2 legs, and a tail. So very like human-like features, but shark. Like everything has kind of a shark twist on it. So he's got the colorings of a shark, and he's got a fin like a shark, and he doesn't have 5 fingers. He's got, I think, like 3, but he's huge as well. He is described as being like really tall, really big, and like masculine kind of stuff. What?
Is he like the shark dude from Suicide Squad?
What?
That's what I'm picturing. I will insert a picture right here because this is what I'm picturing.
Yeah. Essentially, but more attractive than that shark dude.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I love the artwork and stuff that the authors come out with. I think it's well done. Maxon is also a consent king.
Oh.
So I will get into more of that in a little bit. But anyways, a bit more about Odette. So yeah, she vibes the little girl brat, and as I was going through in like the content warnings, this being unplanned, you read about as part of like her background that she's not normally bratty in the bedroom, but something about Maxon and their relationship just brings it out of her. So she is a real brat in this book, but it's done fantastically. She has absolutely no filter, which I respected for her character, and she just accepts the fact that she's been abducted and just rolls with it.
Love.
Odette, her character, I don't know, I just found her so funny. I feel like she didn't have an awful lot of depth to her. In saying that, the book is only 160 pages, so there's only so deep you can go into character development. But I just found her fantastic. She just seemed very airy. She had absolutely no filter. Even her thoughts were hilarious. Like I've got a quote that I highlighted when we were being introduced to Odette and getting to know her, and I feel like it just sums her up quite easily. Maxon says, "I would have waited all night for you, Odette." And Odette's thoughts go, "It's a red flag, but I think I might be in love anyway." Right?
I literally just read that in another book and I fucking loved that line.
I'm like, she's not stupid. Like, she's not stupid. And I like the fact that she goes, okay, that is a bit of a red flag, but sure, you know? Like I said, she's got no filter. She just rolls with it. Essentially, the premise of this book is, yes, Maxon is an alien. He's an alien from a different planet. Odette is a human female from Earth. I think she's around her 30s. So I also like the fact that she's not a young 20 kind of character. She's lived a bit of her life. She signed up for an app, which is blind dating. She's shared a few messages back and forth with her current match, which is Mason, aka Maxon. And tonight is like their first date. She's super nervous but really excited for it. It's a real, I was going to say meet cute, but it's not really a meet cute with it being planned. It's just adorable how excited she is for this date, because obviously having gone back and forth with a few messages between them, she's already feeling that chemistry. Mm-hmm. So this app, from Maxon's perspective, is called the Terrain Rehoming Program, the TRP. And the whole point of the TRP is to match aliens with humans to find their mate. I know, it's very cute.
Does she know about this?
No. So, something that I like that the author did, because obviously when I'm reading anything alien, I'm always thinking through, well, okay, they're going to get abducted. How are they going to explain that? And how are they going to explain, like, the solar system and Earth in its proximity to everything? So, Earth is essentially a nature reserve to the rest of the solar system. The rest of the solar system discovered Earth years and years and years and years ago, but considered them so primitive and so behind with their technology that they deemed it a nature reserve, and it's just a little protected part of the galaxy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It makes sense.
It does. Like I said, I always think about how the author is going to explain everything when it comes to alien books and the galaxy and whatnot. We do actually get a little galaxy map at the start of this book too, which I thought was just such a lovely extra to add to those pages.
I'm a sucker for maps.
Mm-hmm. Humans do not know about aliens. Aliens know about humans, and part of the TRP, when you get matched with a human, is that the alien goes through lessons and education, all to do with humans and their anatomy, as well as what they might like sexually, and the, like, I guess the teething process with abducting a human and what they might experience. And what are you thinking?
The teething.
Yeah. I didn't know how else to explain it. Like, I mean, what if you get abducted by aliens? Not everyone's going to be as blasé as Odette and just roll with it. Some people are going to freak the fuck out when they wake up on a new planet.
Yeah, fair.
So that's what I mean by, like, the teething process and what they might experience with having been abducted by aliens. But also, there's something that I really liked is part of this training process takes them through consent as well, and understanding consent. So again, Maxon is a consent king, and I loved it. Because obviously, like, it's super important to read about consent in books.
Yeah.
But I feel like sometimes the consent management can go a little bit over the top. This was well done. This was really well done.
I love it.
Because he was still like, yes, she is my mate, but I still have to check in with her about these things. It was just really, really sweet. Reading from Maxon's perspective as well as Odette's perspective, so we do get dual point of view between the chapters as they just learnt about each other. I thought it was so adorable.
That was so sweet.
So like I said, it is only 160 pages, and you're always going to go, well, how much can you really fit in 160 pages? The author, Ash Raven, she did a really good job just developing the world, giving us everything that we needed to tell the story of Maxon and Odette. So, let's get into it a little bit more. Yes. Obviously, Odette gets abducted by an alien, Maxon. And when she wakes up, she's really confused at first, and she wants to start apologizing to Maxon, because the way that Maxon abducted her was once their blind date was over on Earth, so he's in like this skin suit to make him look human.
Okay.
Right?
I was wondering.
Yes, sorry. They end up getting all like hot and heavy out the back of the tavern where they had their date. And he bites her. He bites her like on her shoulder, and she essentially she comes so hard she passes out. But it's actually all part of like the drugging process as well, to knock her out, get her to sleep so that he can abduct her in his spaceship. So Odette wakes up ready to apologize, like, oh my god, I don't normally do that. And then realizes Mason isn't there anymore. But that's Mason's voice coming from this shark-like creature. And she doesn't even really freak out about it. This is what I mean by Odette is such a character that just rolls with everything. And she's a character that has read a lot of alien romance books. So that's a little bit more in the background we get. She's got no real reason to want to stay on Earth, doesn't really have a career, doesn't have a good relationship with her remaining parent. So her being abducted by aliens, the one sad thing she has is the fact that she didn't get to take her teddy bear with her. Yeah, she has like a little comfort teddy that she sleeps with.
It's really wholesome, but like also I was gonna ask, like of course she's read books. I feel like if this would have happened to us, we would be the same as Odette.
Yeah.
Be like, yeah, Daddy Shark.
It's like, oh, I'm being abducted by aliens?
Oh,
okay.
no.
So I guess this is my life now. But maybe it's also because, like, back on Earth, Odette only has herself. There's no one else there to take care of her. And now she finds herself in this new place, in this new apartment, and she can tell with Maxon's size and the features and layout of the apartment, everything has been renovated to cater for someone smaller. Yeah, there has been so much thought from Maxon's and I guess the TRP in how to make Odette's transition to living on a new planet with an alien mate as easy and simple as possible.
It's really cute.
Yeah. So the story just flows so easily. And we do also get some super spicy scenes between them. More importantly, there is a fantastic plot running in the background here with just enough, I guess, bits and pieces to explain everything happening in the outside world for the story to make sense, which I like. That's why I gave it 4 stars. But the reason why we're here today, Christy, is all the little spicy scenes we get mixed in through the pages. So, like we said, Maxon has a duping, 2 cocks, and Odette is very gracious with her new mate. She's not freaking out or anything like that. And one of the first sexual moments that we get between them is Odette's like, well, you've given me an orgasm, I should return the favor. You've just said that, you're my mate. And she's already slipping into this daddy dom shark, little girl bratty behavior. And I actually saw some fan art of this particular scene. And Maxon is sitting on the back of the couch. Odette is down on her knees between his legs. And she is trying to handle 2 cocks. The artwork is beautiful. We might try and put a censored image right here.
That's queen energy.
So, what I mean when not only does Maxon have 2 dicks, but he has some interesting aspects of his peens.
Yep.
In the sense that, yes, there's 2 cocks, but there's also like frills or something at the tips or that kind of come out as well. So these frills do things internally. Oh my god, I look crazy when I said that. So yeah, his 2 dicks also have frills. And like we mentioned before, salted caramel tasting cum. And the cum is also lilac in colour.
I didn't know I needed to know the colour, but cool.
Yep. Yep, it's lilac. And I thought that was so funny. But yeah, so that's our first like hot little scene, and you start to like really understand the dynamic between them. But some other kind of fun moments was the double penetration, which I thought was obviously going to happen with an alien with 2 cocks.
Yeah, duh.
There was also a scene where he's fucking her, and his bottom cock, and because that's how they're positioned. They're not like next to each other sideways. It's like a top bottom kind of situation. So he's like fucking her with the bottom cock, and the top cock is like fucking her thighs. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Something I didn't anticipate, but I loved. And like I said, with the whole body positivity thing, like she's really curvy. She didn't feel like self-conscious at all. And he always describes her as just being so soft. Like he loves how soft that she is. And because he is so tall and big compared to her, she really is little compared to him. And it's the first time in her life where she actually feels little. It's beautiful. And we get a moment where, like I said, I thought we were going to have more underwater kind of stuff, being like a shark daddy. But Maxon has a pool, so we do get some pool sex. And leading up to that, Odette, like the one thought going through her head is, I finally get to have sex in a pool. So she really does just roll with everything.
Yeah.
And I loved it. But yeah, so I think something that I have missed is the fact that they're mates. They go through a mating frenzy when they first start like fucking. And that's why like Maxon was so rushed to get Odette off Earth back to his planet, because he was like, I just want to fuck her, you know, with consent, but he was like already feeling like the mating craze taking over his thoughts. And they have like this kind of saliva as well, which is an aphrodisiac for their mate. So I guess the easiest way I can describe the saliva is that it not only makes things feel better, but it's also kind of like a drug. Think of...
You're like a drug to me.
Okay, this was done so much better than Edward and Bella's blood. It's kind of like weed. So it gets her feeling like really relaxed, really in a good state. But the saliva, it
like catnip.
It's like catnip. But it's used in not just, what's the word I'm looking for? So it's not just used as like a here, take my spit kind of thing so you can get high. I described that so bad. But there's a lot of spit play and stuff like that. So like when he goes down on her or when he's kissing her, it just heightens the experience, and she's addicted to him like how he's addicted to her. It's fantastic. They go through the mating frenzy. It lasts like 5 days. I thought we would have, I guess, more scenes being told from their mating frenzy, but they kind of have like 1 or 2 sex scenes and then it brushes over to continue the plot. So that took me by surprise, but it still worked. It still worked story-wise. They're out of the mating frenzy, and the dialogue between Max and Odette is also hilarious, especially from Odette. So she gives us lines like this. My pussy aches empty of his cocks, and he has the audacity to finger me again. So I feel like that helps everybody summarize Odette, like,
I love
to
her.
a T. She's great. She's just accepted life on this planet. I guess it's just taken Maxon off guard how easily she accepts life on this planet. He was expecting just like a teething situation, you know? But she's like, all right, let's go shopping and show me the world. And it's beautiful. It's fantastic little book.
That's brilliant.
But yeah, I could probably prattle on about all the different like sex scenes and everything like that, but seriously read it yourself. It's just so well done.
Of course I'm gonna read it.
Yes. But something that I look for in these smaller books is the conflict. What is going to be the conflict? And part of like Maxon and who he is that he actually was the colony leader for this planet and this like group of shark people.
Shark bait. Wow.
But in joining the TRP, he decided to retire. And he retired at like a younger age compared to past colony leaders, but he retired so that he could spend the rest of his life with his mate, literally dedicating himself to Odette. So he retired before he even went and abducted her and they had their blind date and everything. I know. The big conflict is that, yes, Maxon has retired, but his colony doesn't accept that. So anytime Max and Odette go out in public, people are like approaching him with questions and concerns and what are you going to do about it kind of situation. But he had handed over the reins to the colony to his sister. But the colony doesn't understand that. He never had an official goodbye party or a official statement that she is who you go to now. So the big conflict is the fact that Maxon wants to spend the rest of his life with Odette, and Odette is, she's not doing anything else on this planet. She doesn't have a job. She is just here to spend time with her mate, and she has accepted that. And he is still dealing to business. So between Odette and Maxon's sister, they end up organising a surprise party for Maxon, and Odette uses the premise of, I just really miss my teddy bear. Can you please go back to Earth and get my teddy bear? Because she just doesn't have a comfort. And the whole time, like the month that she's been there so far, she's just been using this pillow to cuddle. And Maxon describes this pillow as the bane of his existence because it should be me that she's cuddling.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, I will go back to Earth. I will get your stuffed bear. And that gets him off the planet so that, you know, the sister and Odette, like, they can have this big surprise party for him and actually, you know, declare that he's retired so that Maxon and Odette can have, you know, their life together. So yeah, it's a really sweet book. It's got such a simple plot that even though we are jumping from planets in the galaxy and we're trying to understand like these new creatures and how the TRP works and everything, it is so easy to understand. So yeah, I highly recommend this book. I think it's just such a nice, light and easy read when it comes to alien and monster romance. So yes, dear listeners, if I guess you are looking for an introduction into alien romances, or you've been craving a shark daddy with a frilly dupine, then I highly recommend Jumping the Shark by Ash Raven.
How did you know what I was looking for? Very specific.
It's very specific. We will include links to the author's website in the episode description for you to check out. But until next time, happy reading, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
See yas!